Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Robbanizar Muhamad with student number 2211420100. And in this moment, I would like to perform as the first speaker affirmative team for the motion. This house believes that feminist movement should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry. Honorable judges and audiences, this is the first speaker of the affirmative team as the member of the government of this house, and this house believes that feminist movements should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry. Before we start, the speaker would like to declare the definition of any keywords on the motion. According to wikipedia.org, feminist movement is a movement that campaigns for women's rights, including the right to vote, hold political right, work, get fair wages, equal salaries, eliminate gender pay gap, to own property, get an education, enter into contracts, have equal rights in marriage, have the maternity leave, to be protected from violence, social integration, to be protected from rape, sexual harassment, and domestic violence, and changes in dress and acceptable physical activity. Aggressively oppose is an action opposing against something forcefully that characterized by resulting from aggression and sometimes unduly so. K-pop industry is Korean pop music industry from South Korea, where in the last 2 decades has become a cultural sensation. To make it clear, there is a problem that has occurred so far. According to an article website by High School Insider Los Angeles Times entitled "The Dark Side of K-pop Industry," it said that beside the successful of any group band or individuals from K-pop idols, there are much of struggle and difficulty that have been told by every Korean pop idols, whether in their past or now in the present. However, the important thing from it is that the industry companies oppress many kind of requirement that needs to do by every South Korean pop idols, especially for women idols. There are many kids and young teen girls follow the cutthroat audition to have a chance to train under entertainment companies as an idol. If one of them pass the audition, they will be a trainees and they need to follow the schedule starting as early as 4 a.m. and ending as late as midnight. After that, very unhealthy diets were greatly promoted as companies required women from 5.2 to 5.9 to 8 up to 47 kilograms of the same weight. So many of the women trainees often fainted because they are tired and starving. For the perfect image that the company worked hard to save the trainees by giving training programs to them that are inhumane and wrong. They set the standard of beauty for all idols and in the industry, especially for women's idols. If everyone is perfect and someone is not perfect, they are considered not worth being an idol. This harsh corporate mindset shapes the netizens expecting the perfect idol and dismantling less. As an outsider in the Korean entertainment industry, it is clear how cruel the treatment given to Korean pop trainees is. It is common to question industry tactics and why they did not end these conflicting rules in such a way that the motion appear, which reads, "This House believes that feminist movements should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry." Now, in order to support the motion, the speaker would like to declare an argument. The argument is that the government should supervise the company's relationship with its idol and stop the inhuman programs that are applied to women idols, because these idols are not cash cows that companies can use arbitrarily. The reason is that every process from the audition stage to the end of the idol's careers can be monitored in order to avoid these inhuman programs and avoid other violations such as harassment, racist cases, and so on. If the inhuman program that has been mentioned is still running, it is feared that it will create stigmatized beauty standard in the mindset of netizens, which will eventually have a bad impact on idol if at any time there are deficiencies in their appearance, whether from face, class, body flexibility, dancing, etc., and so forth. This, of course, will cause catching criticism from netizens, especially Indonesian netizens, who are among the most disrespectful netizens, and also the Korean netizens, where South Korea is one of the most racist countries in the world. As happened to one of the idols of one of the famous Korean pop girl band, namely Lisa, for the girl band Blackpink. Because of her Thailand background, who entered as a non-Korean member, she became a victim of bullying by Korean netizens at the time. Racist cases against Lisa often occur for idols because of the stigma that Korean netizens have with the ideology that all idols who are members of popular girl band in Korea must be born, raised, and of Korean nationality, not for other race. Beside of that, one of the members of the Twice band, Jihyo, openly revealed that she was struggling with mental health problems in a letter uploaded to the group's official website. This 22 years old girl revealed that she had been battling depression and anxiety since rumors of a baseless sex scandal circulated in March 2019. She said, "Even when I cried at the airport, it was because of the great terror I felt towards people who took photos of me, looked at me, and screamed at me." She admitted that she was afraid of what they were thinking and what mindset they had when they looked at Jihyo. So based on what I have said, the speaker said, the government concerned must monitor the company's relationship with its idols and stop the inhuman programs that are applied to women idols in order to avoid terrorism, and other violation that occurs against idols. There is nothing wrong with trying to look your best, but with steps and training programs like that was inhuman, it's very stressful and burdensome for every existing women idols. Therefore, this house believes that the feminist movement should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry.